Engagement, Tina Mercier, and the Marketing and Communications Head, Paula Crow.
Hi.
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 Tina, Paula, good to see you.
Thanks.
see you.
Nice to see you.
I got to see you guys just over a week ago at the beautiful exhibit of Julia Child and the Career Center collaboration.
Right. Yeah,
Was-
the cooking show.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was actually quite unique to have there at Ella. We want to keep doing that.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So overall, how was the Julia Child exhibit? Were you happy with the turnout and everything?
Absolutely. I mean, it was one of our biggest exhibits we've had, and it definitely was a showcase. And as of right now, it's kind of sad to see her go, as the team is kind of taking the exhibit apart and moving out in crates and getting ready for its new position.
Pretty big undertaking to move that thing in and out of a place, because we've got like, well, full-size kitchen.
Yeah. I helped with that on Friday, and I was sore all day Saturday. It was huge, so.
Heavy lifting.
I've seen the exhibit a couple times, but I didn't really pay close attention to the kitchen, which was, I guess, a demonstration of what Julia's kitchen looked like on TV. It was just a replica, right? It wasn't the actual.
No, it wasn't. It's just a replica.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was kind of unique. If you didn't get to see the exhibit, you know, it was kind of unique things that we had in there where you could lift the pots and smell, and the big book where, you know, that turns a page for the recipes. And so, I mean, it was a great exhibit to have in our museum, but, you know, it's time for her to go on to our next spot.
It's gone, but her memory remains. And I think for a lot of people it inspired local chefs to try maybe something. Did either of you experiment with any Julia Child recipe?
Not myself. My daughter did,
Okay.
but and still trying. But she might master it someday. But she's doing great at it.
Paula, did you?
No, the kitchen's not my strong suit, so I'll have to try one out eventually, but.
I made one thing, and I thought it was a good entry-level recipe because they are complex,
Yep.
many of them. But it was French onion soup, very simple,
Oh, that's good.
but it was awesome. So thank you, Julia Child, for your great French onion soup recipe. All right, so that's gone. What's next? What happens? We're in a kind of a waiting.
Yep, so Ella Sharp Museum right now is currently closed. The planetarium, the galleries, and the gift shops all closed because right now we're revamping for our new galleries that are coming in. We've got the Quilt Gallery, we've got the Doug Jones Gallery coming in. We've got the year galleries are already scheduled, so it's kind of unique because the way the gallery once looked, it's not going to look like that. So we're currently getting ready to build some walls, and next week we'll be in the galleries painting and putting spackle up, and you know, making it look new and presentable for the next year.
And I believe we're expanding the History of Jackson exhibit too, so you have to come check that out.
Yeah.
Is that one kind of like rotating? Do you move stuff in and out throughout the course of a year?
I believe this is the first time we've done it to this extent.
Okay.
So usually they would shut down for a minimum of time, but this year we've decided to do it in a whole month and get as much done as we can possibly do so we can do a grand reopening.
All right. Well, let's talk about art. You've got two art projects going on, at least two that I know about. What are they?
Well, we do have the Karen F. Dunnigan Heart program that we're doing, and that program is originally done in 2014, and that was to serve underprivileged families and children at the Interfaith Shelter. So Ella Sharp is proudly to announce that we're going to relaunch that with them, and we're looking to expand it to even more community-driven nonprofits in the area. So if anyone's interested, just kind of give us a shout out, and we'd be happy to collaborate on that. So the kids and the families come in and they get
Yeah, so they'll get some more like art education. They'll be able to take home some art supplies, but also get tours of our exhibits and our planetariums. Yeah.
and they get to take it home when they're done. So giving back is definitely one of their strong suits, and we're excited to be collaborating with them on that.
So did they do it all at one point in one place, or is it do it as create the art in your own time and in your own
Nope, they
space?
get to do it at Ella. So once we get you on the schedule, you'll come in and we'll create that kind of like a field trip feel for the group. And you'll come in and we'll either do the galleries, do a house tour, do the planetarium, and then we'll couple it with an art project. So kind of working with what the season is and kind of working with the, the nonprofit itself and see what they're looking to do.
Now, Paula, I don't know if you remember Karen Dunnigan, but she was a big art benefactor, a lover of the museum,
Yeah.
a member on the board, and also the person that created 100 Women Who Care, which continues to function to this day, not just here, but all over the world, raising tons and tons of money. Having Karen's name on this, it's because she has been able to provide some resources for the museum to carry this on.
Yeah, we're honored to live out this legacy, and we have our daughter Lauren also on our board, and has helped us out tremendously.
All right, let's talk about the other art project,
Zoe
celebrating
Lyons.
Zoe Lyons.
Yeah, this is for her retirement from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. So this is a piece that's going to be done by Doug Jones, but it's a collaborative artwork piece for the community to come in, and it's using his pixel technique. So they'll be able to create dots, and then at the end of this, he'll be putting all of this together into a really beautiful piece.
Yeah, and then you can see it down at the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, where it'll be displayed in their lobby for them.
Oh, so she leaves, but they keep a reminder of her hanging on the wall.
Yeah, and what she's done for the community, so it's very community-centered
Yep.
piece.
Nice. So are is the art project, is it going to be any pictures of Zoe in the art?
I don't know.
It's more of a dot, because he's got a pixel technique that he uses, so it's like dots. And then, I don't know, he'll create his own art. We don't know. We don't know until he does his special technique.
All right, well, stay tuned. We'll be able to see the results in the weeks ahead.
Yeah. And if anyone wants to help support these projects, they can go onto our website under the support tab. You can find out more information about the projects there too.
Yeah.
Good deal. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Braving the cold, and I know at least one of you had to travel a bit to get here, so I appreciate that. Thanks.
Thank you.
From the Ellis Museum, Tina Mercier and Paula Kroll.